Okay, Hannah.
That's how they first came through. They crawled through. From down and down.
Did you think you do that?
Otherwise, we'd have to crawl all the way to this stuff, you know. It's not on your knees, Jordan. Start crawling. You want to see the beginning? The first one? That little hole over there. Oh, wow.
You see that little? That's what they had to
See,
fit
you have
through.
to crawl through on that one.
See the hole back there? How they used
Now
to
they
get
need
in.
to stick it down.
Did you feel this?
Oh, I see it. I see it too. What do you know about that summer?
What's that?
I would say I really hard to get rid of the winter. They got ripped
It's okay.
Go down again.
Hannah? Yeah. It's okay.
Wow. Whoa.
Folks, this is the first room of this old main entrance. Notice the big old crack down the center of the ceiling?
Yeah.
Notice the cracks down both sides of the walls.
Yeah.
Normally when you see that, normally there's an opening. Sometimes big like this one, sometimes small like that, or a passage. Back up here behind you folks, way back up here. The cavern is all natural. The only thing that is not is what we have done to make it easier for you. For instance, we put in the lights so you can see, the steps so you can walk on, and the man-made tunnel to get you down through here. Folks, this room also gives us a little bit of history about it. Arrowheads have been found here, so that tells us Native Americans have been here. Artifacts, things people would lose out of their pockets while exploring the cavern. And also carvings, like these ones here. Names, dates of people that has explored the cavern. Folks, you'll see this throughout the cavern. Some goes back as far as the 17th centuries. And speaking of the 17th centuries, in 1776, there was a stone quarry right outside of us here. So a lot of folks knew about the cavern. And in 1802, two men from Smithfield came to explore the cavern. Well, while they was exploring the caverns, their lights went out and they were lost for 2 days in the cavern. When they were found, they were not in good shape. Hypothermia had set in. So folks, if you're ever down here and your lights go out on you, it is not like the darkness that we have outside. This is dark, dark. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. And today on our tour, we'll be able to experience that. We will go into a room where the lights will be turned out, and you'll get to see how dark it can really be. And believe me, it is dark. And in 1816, there was a man named Paxton. He was a newspaper man from Philadelphia. He decided to come and explore the cavern. Well, after he explored it, he decided to write about it. So he wrote about the things he seen, the passages he was in. He named this the Cave of the Laural Hills. And one of the passages he named was the Millstream Passage. And it's the very last passage in the bottom of the cavern. And it still holds its name today. And in the latter parts of the 1800s, there was a family by the name of Delaney's. They owned a farm at the foot of the mountain. Folks would ride their horses up to the farm and leave them, and then they would hike on up the mountain to come through the cavern. So it took the name of Delaney's Cave. It retained that name through 1962. But in 1925, a young man by the name of Norman Cale and his brother purchased the property. Well, nothing happened until 1962. They started to preparing the cavern for commercialization. So what they did was they built a little ticket booth right outside up here, put about 4 or 5 electric lights just where you first come into the cavern, and charged people for coming through. But on July 1st of 1964, Norman Cale's grandson, David Cale, who now owns the cavern, took the first guided tour in the caverns. And since that time, folks, there has been guided tours ever since. And that's a little bit of history of the cavern. Folks, we're going on down around the corner here into a passage that we call the Hall of the Mountain King. And when you see it, you'll know why we call it that. It is a very beautiful passage. The floor is wet. Normally